Hi, Dr. Ahadian here. Getting ready to get to the end of the year and the holidays and the problem that comes up with for some of us, talking about regrets about what happened to us. Why didn't we do certain things? Why didn't we choose certain things? Why didn't we lose weight? Why didn't we clean our place? Why didn't we do a lot of stuff and regretful ideas? I just wanted to talk about how to manage that and how to look at it, and one of the ways I think would help as far as getting ready to deal with our regrets and how to manage that. One of the examples I can set is related to how to lose weight and problems that we get involved with, nutritional problems and issues with regard to behavior, manners that we approach this issue of getting into shape. One of the psychological ways we can look at is that basically to understand that we human beings are our worst enemies, basically in a sense that if we set a restriction for ourselves, if we tell ourselves we shouldn't do that, we should not do this, we have to be like that, and set rules for ourselves, even if we do it for ourselves, we're going to rebel and we're going to sabotage in a very, very complicated, passive aggressive, depressed manner, and backing off and becoming a revolutionary for ourselves, and not to do that. So keeping that in mind, with the idea of losing weight and becoming into a different shape and beginning to do some kind of schedule and program, it's not going to work, according to my opinion, to come and tell each other and tell us that, I'm going to now wake up this time and eat this much and not eat this thing and not have carbohydrate and eat this much of protein, and every 2 hours I have to do this and that and that and that. Because of that, because of setting those kind of restrictions, we're going to sabotage that. It's going to be very difficult, especially in a psychological mind of a person who's kind of like more of a talker and a regretter and passive bystander, just talking about how they miss their lives and how they regret why they didn't do certain things. Specifically in those kind of like characterological issues, we're going to be very, very disappointed. So in order to cut back on this disappointment, the discouragement, the way we get discouraged, the way we feel so bad that we're going to be failing, the fear of failing that causes us not to go ahead and try something and stick with it, so to speak, in order to go and break the hurdle. My opinion and my way of doing that suggestion is as such. We tell ourselves, look, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to live the same way I am, I've been doing before. I'm going to eat the same way I've been eating. I've been sleeping. I've been doing everything. Everything will be the same. But I'm going to add something to this that I have not been doing. For example, I've been eating too much sugar. I've been having a lot of burritos at 10, 11 p.m. I have had a lot of mayo in my food, a lot of French fries, a lot of French food. Have not been doing anything and regretting why I have not been walking, why I haven't done I be exercising, because of the fear that, look, what's going to happen, how much I have to walk to just have a little bit of this weight to change. Because of that, I haven't been doing that. I've been continuing to regret it. I've been continuing to talk about it, but I haven't done anything. So what's the example to do is we tell ourselves, look, I'm not going to change anything. The way I've been living, I've been continuing to live that way, but I begin to walk for a minute. Just add it to the regimen. This is a trick that I think is going to help us, help those of us who are afraid of failure and who has problem with regard to wanting to have something to happen right away. And if it doesn't happen, we feel very discouraged and we leave it. So it's gonna help us to feel no frustration and no fear and no discouragement, because we're not changing anything in our lives. We're just adding something to our life that we have not been doing it. We're not losing anything. We're just having the same thing. We're just living our lives that we've been living the way we've been living. At least we just tell ourselves that's what we're going to be living and what we're going to be doing. But we're going to introduce something to that. Now the trick is, a lot of times what happens is that when we introduce that little thing in there, because we're not afraid, that kind of activity grows up and gets bigger, bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden we are getting results, and then we can cut back on the stuff that we were scared of losing and leaving. So one of the ways to do that, hopefully for the next year and after the holidays and after all the depression, all that stuff and the regretful ideation, is to tell ourselves, look, it's not going to be a big hoopla that I have to change my whole life all back and forth. No, I'm not going to do that. Nobody wants that. I'm not going to put myself in that scary position to be scared and then back off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the same way I've been living, but add something to this regimen that I have not been doing. Now, cleaning things and getting things in order is the same way. We walk around talking about, oh my God, our apartment is a mess. I have not done anything. My desk is piled up. All the things is all there. I have done nothing, and it continues to be there. And we all talk about it, and we feel frustrated. One of the ways to do it, we can talk about it at the same time. Just add some other activity to this talk and frustration. Just put one thing aside. Oh my God, it's not going to do nothing. Nothing's going to change. But then at the same time, I'm moving something. This behavior again is going to help us not to have the fear and frustration of loss and failure, because already it's failed. We're telling ourselves that we've failed. So we're not going to lose more. What the trick is that by moving things and changing things as we go on, regretting our lives, we're going to see that things are going to be in order. This is a big thing, I think, my belief is, and if there's anything I can do, just let me know and we'll work on that. Thanks.